This is a Diet Coke. It contains aspartame, and when you drink aspartame, your body turns it into methanol, which can make you blind. So I made this video a little while ago, and it ended up going completely viral. What that means is it earned about $6,000 in total as of today, and it reached tens of millions of people, and it also got plagiarized by so many hundreds of other creators who I also know would have made hundreds if not thousands of dollars off it as well. And I am now faced with two different paths. I can get really upset and pissed off other people stealing my content, or I can show you guys how I do it step by step for free, so you can do it yourself and make your own viral content out of seemingly boring ideas. Because the most important thing in my opinion is to not copy other creators. As long as you're stuck doing that and just trying to keep up with the algorithm, you are going to find yourself burned out time and time again because you're becoming something that you're not. So step one is you need to have your boring idea. And this should come to you from whatever it is you're doing in your niche, in your life, whatever it is you want to talk about that you personally find interesting. For me, this was my boring idea. I found this in an article from Menno Henselmans, and it's a really cool breakdown of how aspartame gets converted in the body into all these different chemicals that you also find in a whole bunch of other everyday foods. And as pretty as it looks here, and as exciting as the video seemed, it's actually kind of boring. But we want to take that boring idea and now convert it into something more engaging. Step two is we need to take that boring idea and ask ourselves, what problem is this solving? Now, not all content is going to be centered around problems, but I will find if you're in this kind of niche where you're a creator and you're a coach and you're educating, you're trying to offer a service of value in some way, you're probably going to be trying to solve people's problems. So in this context for Diet Coke, or for any diet soda, there are so many potential problems, but one that does come to mind is people think it's really unhealthy, it's bad for you, it's going to cause cancer, all that kind of fear-mongering stuff. But that's what you need to start with. What is the problem that is associated with that boring idea? Then step three is we take that problem and we turn it into a hook. And that can be super simple. I'm not the hooks guy. If you look at a lot of my content, I use the exact same hook all the time. It is, this is a, this is a, this is. This is the reason why plates are the size they are. This is why and how you should train your neck. This is 5 times the standard dose of creatine. And it's fine because it works. Now you can go to things like using different props. You can use some kind of visual hook. I like to honestly just go to good old ChatGPT and ask it, please generate me 100 viral hooks to experiment with to help prompt me on my scripts. And that'll work. Everyone says, do this. Here's why I stopped. Everybody says Diet Coke is bad for you. Here's why it's not. You've been lied to about. We can say, you've been lied to about Diet Coke. You've been lied to about diet soda. If you're still doing popular method, you're leaving 80% on the table. If you're still terrified of diet soda, or if you're not drinking diet soda, or if you drink diet soda, or if you XYZ, you kind of get the point here. You can plug your problem and your boring idea into any of these viral hooks. Some of them, of course, are going to sound a lot better than others, and that's where it's up to you to decide which one do you like. But that is what most people use, and I run with and just sort of leave it at that. And that is why most people fail, because they don't get to step number 4, which is storytelling. You see, hooks are only one small part of the whole storytelling and the whole piece of content and providing value equation. It's like going fishing and casting a hook out or a fishing line out and you've hooked the fish. You've still got to reel that fish in. You've still got to bring it onto the boat. You've still got to take a photo with it, take a selfie, post on social media. You haven't caught the fish till you've done all of those things. And then hopefully you throw it back out in the ocean and it's, happily ever after. So if you're a content creator, all those other steps in the fishing process, they are the storytelling tactics. And that is what separates an average piece of content from one that will go viral. And these are the same tactics that get you addicted to Netflix movies or TV shows, and they can be embedded into long form and short form content. And you only need to ask yourself 2 really simple questions. You need to know where you want things to end. So what is the moral of the story? What's the clear takeaway? What's the call to action? What is the summary of the video? For me in this Diet Coke video, it was all about saying, hey, don't be afraid of diet soda. People tell you it's bad for your health. You can, think for yourself now because you know better. But the other question you want to ask is, how can I create tension and suspense throughout this piece of content to keep people watching all the way through to get to that moral? And that's where most people screw up, because they say, hey, Diet Coke's not too bad for you. It has all these scientific reasons as to why it's not, the end. And there's no tension, so of course there's no engagement. Now, the final step, and one of the more important ones as well, is just say it in your own words. And this is where things fall apart because you're not sure how to structure your thoughts or you're not confident putting them out there. So let me give you a simple 3-step framework and the one thought that keeps me confident in sharing my thoughts publicly. First, you record a voice note of you explaining the content in 3 minutes or less. You already have the idea, the problem, the hook, and the takeaway. These are your landmarks. Now you get to improvise. So don't script it, just go in raw and see what comes up. I do this when I'm just driving in the car because it stops me from overthinking what I'm going to be saying next and just sort of let it come out. Next, you want to transcribe it. This will reveal your train of thought. It's going to be rambly and incoherent and loose, but it's all going to be in your own words. And now you can bring it to life. Polish the hooks, remove the filler, and rearrange it for engagement. Since you started in your own words, it's going to end up in your own words, but with a winning structure. And if you're copying other people's content because you're worried that if you shared your own content, people won't like it and they won't like you, this is my advice. We like to think that we're unique and special, but you're not. Statistically, out of the 8 billion people in the world, there are millions out there who are just like you. And that is more than enough people that you need to connect with your content for it to blow up. So you're not trying to appeal to everyone, you're only trying to connect with people who are just like you. And you have the advantage because you know how to do that better than anybody else because they like and dislike the same things that you do. So if you like complex scientific jargon, they will too. And if you like fast jump cuts and dick jokes and animations, they will too. So create to that. And when they find it, they will love it and they will share it for you. And that is how you go viral with integrity.